right, good morning everyone. I don't know what's going on with the live stream right there, but I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. This is the XD Daily Creative Challenge, and I'm your host, Andrea Huck. So how are you guys all doing in the chat? Good morning to all of you. We've got Agnes, Lindsay, Tim, Rachel, Jack. How's everyone doing? I'm a bit tired today. Got my coffee though. Very beautiful little coffee that I made. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on over into behance.net/challenge/XD. And as always, this is where you'll find all of your daily prompts. So if you don't already know how it works, be sure to register with this big blue button up here. And then each day at 8 a.m., you will be notified every day in your Creative Cloud app at 8 a.m. of what the new challenge is. You can also just check this webpage. So each day you'll receive the challenge. Be sure to join our community chat and Discord to stay informed and connect with others. And of course, be sure to watch our daily live show right here every day at 11:30 Pacific time. And lastly, be sure to share your work on Discord and Behance to get feedback on your work from both myself and all of the other mentors and participants. So let's see what we've got today. Good morning to all of you. Check in the chat some more. Jack says coffee. Anyone else running a little low today? I don't know what it is, but a little tired. So this week we started off with some very fun new Adobe XD features that were reviewed or that were renewed last week. So we've got multiple interactions. That's what we started on the first day. And yesterday we worked on a scooter rental application and we focused on the new component states, so that was very fun. So a lot of you guys' scooter apps that you sent me either on Twitter or Discord. I love seeing those, so keep tagging me if you would like to share your designs. So today what we're going to focus on is I want you to design an online marketplace that helps users buy and sell items locally. So think like Facebook Marketplace or like Craigslist, something like that. So I want users to hover over the items and receive additional product details with hover triggers. So really focus on hover, and I'll show you how to do that today. If you want to, you can click the Get Started button. That'll take you to the Dropbox link, and you can click Download to download that starter file. Just some links to resources that I find helpful and such. And of course, if you want to rewatch any of the streams, you can watch right here on the blue buttons. Down here, of course, if you don't already have XD, be sure to download it for free right here. And if you're not already a member of Discord, be sure to click this button to join us over there. So I'll hop on over there real quick. If you're not already a member, lots of cool stuff going on here. Feel free to explore throughout all these channels. Just to highlight a few, if you want to see what the schedule is, you can check in the Going Live channel. Or if you want to see what the daily prompts are for the Creative Challenge, you can click here. And of course, if you'd like feedback on any of your work, you can share that, either your prototypes, links to your Behance portfolio, or just work in progress screenshots if you want to do that under current challenge or past challenge. Or if you have anything else design related in your portfolio, you can put it here. So I'm going to be reviewing some of you guys' designs at the very end, so be sure to stick around for that. All right, let's go ahead and hop on over into the starter file. So like I mentioned, you can download this from Dropbox. You will not have this stuff on the right, but the rest of the stuff you will have. So it's Thursday. Like I mentioned, today we're focusing on creating an online marketplace. So I'm going to be doing this just as a website, 1920 by 1080. If you want to do something else like an iPhone app or maybe a smartwatch, that'd probably be a little too small, but you know, it's your design, so feel free to explore. And again, we're going to focus on hover. So I've got some inspo for you below. Zillow, I've been going on Zillow a lot lately. I don't know what it is. I just like to explore the houses that like I can't afford, but you know, it's fun. Etsy, another sort of buying and selling app. You can use like the card style if you want, hover over to see more details. Craigslist, of course. I wanted to use this sort of like the circles with what the price is inside the circle. You know, maybe you want to show a photo when you hover over it, or like this hunt.com. I haven't actually seen this one before, but I guess it's something for houses. Hover over the circles to show what the price is. So you use those for examples if you would like. And of course, I got some resources below as always. Some icons, places to find photos, mock-ups, and of course Howard's letsxd.com, a website for lots of tutorials and videos. So check those out. And of course, be sure to share on Discord and Behance when you're done. Okay, so you'll notice I only have one artboard today, and that's because that's all we're going to use, just one artboard. With Hover, previously we didn't have a hover, and if you wanted to do some sort of animation like that, you would have had to, you know, use a bunch of different artboards, but today, only one. Okay, so I've already got my map on the left side. The right side I want to reserve for like detail sort of things. So I just have 4 items, and let's say we want to have like a carousel to swipe through some different items. So I want to use this list over here and show these on the map with like the circles, and show a hover with the circles. So I'm going to add just a few little extra items. Over here we've got our profile, and I've been using a lot of the emojis lately. I don't know why that is. I think it just like makes it look friendly, and it's easier than finding a photo, I guess. So we need the menu. Also, I want to add just a few other little components up here. Search and filter. Add those right here. I always try to line everything up with something else. These I think can be a little bit off, but that's okay. And then when we get to the map, I want to add a few of these elements. So this one is the main indicator of just where the user is. So that we need that to look different than the rest of the circles on the map. For everything else, all I'm really going to use is this little circle, and I'll change it for each one, and this card sort of pop up with a few extra bits of info, like the price, how far away it is, like 4 miles, what the description is, if it's in good condition or not, and change out the photo and such. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So let's go ahead and paste this just little circle on here. Again, it says the price. We'll start with the couch, since we have the couch selected. So it's $25. Quite a steal. Maybe it's not in that good condition though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the components panel. We will press the plus. And now if you watched yesterday, it's kind of similar with the components that we were doing with the scooter app. So again, you'll see now it has the green bar around the circle, and that means that we're working on the component and we're on the master. So if I copy and paste this, you'll see that it no longer says master, it says instance. Okay, so let's delete that. And when I press the plus button, I can now say hover state. Okay. And for the hover state, again, I want to copy this guy, paste it in here, bring this down a bit, and then, okay, so this is what it'll look like when it is hovered. And I need to just delete this. Maybe I'll make the circle a little bit smaller, bring this down a bit. Okay, so that looks good. Now when we click on default, you'll see it goes back to the default stage. Hover, it gets a little smaller, and we see all the details. All right, so we can actually go ahead and prototype this, see what it looks like. Let me have it start on the default state. Okay. Press play. So again, I'm not like touching anything. We just tap over or hover over it, and we see everything gets smaller, and we see the description. Kind of fun. All right, so let's do that with the rest of the items here, the tent, piano, and the ping pong table. So I don't want to, I'll go back over into the design tab. I don't want to copy this because I want this to stay the same only for the couch, but I'm going to go back down to this original one. I'll copy this guy, paste it right here, and this one will be for the orange tent. So this one I want it to be $40. More expensive than the couch, kind of surprising. Okay, let's make that a little bigger just to indicate that it's more expensive. Okay, so again, make sure that it's grouped. Okay, they're both grouped, and we'll add a component. So press the plus, and now it is a master component for the tent. And what we want to do, press the plus again, and we'll go down to hover state. And again, you can name this anything you want if you're using a different state, but we'll leave it at that. And we'll copy this guy again. And what we need to do is just double click into that group. So it's in the same group, paste it up there. And this time we just need to change everything so it matches with the tent. So we can delete the 40. We can make this a bit smaller. Let me make sure this is in, yeah, we're in the hover state. And then let's move this down a bit. And we'll copy the tent image. Push this in here. Okay. And then I guess we'll make the background like an orangey color, just so it matches a little bit better. Keeping with our pastel-y color scheme. I always go with pastels. That's just, I can't get it out of me. All right, so we'll call this orange tent. Change the price to $40. And again down here, $40. And we'll change the description. We'll just say like, this tent comes with stakes and a case, great condition. All right, and then we've got this bold text. We'll just say bold the great condition part and place that right over the text below. And we want to change the keyword, so we'll change this to like outdoor gear so it matches a bit more. Okay, and again, put this in default state, and let's do it again for the grand piano and the ping pong table. Copy this, paste it up here. So again, notice that I didn't just copy each of these because then it would have the same hover state, and I don't want to do that. I just want to make a new one for each of these. So this one will do the grand piano, $870, and I'll make this one pretty big since it's the most expensive out of all of these. And okay, so we'll make it a component, and again, we will add a state, the hover state. Come down here, copy this card, and let's open this. Just double click in there. Oh wait, I'm in the default. Don't want to do that. Oh no, we are in the hover state, never mind. Okay, paste it in hover, delete the text, and make the circle a little smaller. And then just bring this down a bit. And then we'll just copy the piano emoji. Quite a few layers there. And oh, I don't really have a color to match this. I'll just do like a purple, I guess. Okay, and we'll call this grand piano. And what was the price? $870. Okay, change the price. So many layers. $870. Maybe you can change, 4 miles away, something else. $870. And then give a little description again. So let's say, maybe this one is not in good condition. This piano is in okay condition. A few of the keys are missing. Okay. Probably should be a bit cheaper if the keys are missing, but okay condition. Period for the highlighted text. And then the keyword, this will just be like instruments. Make this a bit longer. Okay. And then let's go back to default state. Move this down a bit. And one more, we'll do the ping pong table. So again, we're kind of copy this, paste it up here. Let's move this. And this one is $55. Okay, make this a bit bigger. And again, we're going to come over to our components panel right here, press the plus button, and once more to make a hover state. And then we'll come down here, copy that card, because we want them all to look the same. Make sure we're hover state, yes, and paste it in there. And I'm trying to make sure if you are doing the pop-ups, that when you add something, it's not like going off the page. So I just want to make sure it's down enough. And then I'll delete the text, make the circle a bit smaller, move this down. Okay. And copy the emoji again. Copy that. Paste it in our card. We actually used to have a ping pong table at my parents' house. We didn't use it that much. Okay. We'll change the color to like an orangey color. And the keyword, what would this be? I guess sports equipment is the keyword. Make this a little longer. All right. And then we'll give it the title Ping Pong Table. The price is $55. And once more, I don't know why I put the price twice, but in case someone missed it the first time. And then the description, will say, this is a fun activity. Pick up yourself. Like no shipping or something. Okay, so that looks good. Let's bring it back to the default state. All right, and you could keep adding as many as you want. Obviously, like I'm sure there's a bunch more like on the Craigslist app or something, but I'm just gonna do 4. I think that's fine for now. So let's go over to prototype mode, and really we've already done everything. We've edited the states to hover, so we can already go ahead and preview this. So again, hover over everything. We've got all of the description, orange tent. So you see the changes that I made here. Oh, we need to move that one over a bit. Let's make sure. Let's go back to the design tab for the hover state. Yeah, it's fallen off the screen a bit. Okay. You might even make these a little smaller. I made these like huge, but I think for hover, probably don't want them to be that big, but let's go back, make sure this is set to default state, and then go to prototype. That's better. Okay, so you see here, only one artboard. All we changed was making the components. These are each their own master components, so I didn't copy and paste after I already made one, if that makes sense. So I removed the text inside the circle, made the circle smaller, and just added the card. So really simple. And if you wanted to, what you could also do, I mean, on the right side, I wasn't really going to do much, just for the sake of time, but you see that I already have this tufted couch like highlighted or pressed. So if you wanted to copy this sort of style for the rest of these, just on hover or something, you could do the same. So we could make this a component as well. This is the default state, add a hover state. And let's just, we've got like a second more, let's try this out. Paste that in there, and then make sure it's all lined up. We need to bring this to the back, and then we could just change the background color. Let's make it some kind of orangey color, and this we want to be like an orangey color as well, maybe a yellow. And the only other thing I would change here is the heart icon. So let's make the heart itself white. And then the surrounding area, we can make that, need a little darker. Let's just copy this same color. Okay, so that is the hover state, default state. Let's preview that. Boom, that looks great. So I would remove this, the blue. You could do that for, you know, the carousel down here. You could do that for the search. Really any of the items on here, you could add a hover state. So yeah, this was a really fun one. I was excited to work on this one today. So let's see. Oh, I need to save first. Oh, let's forget to save. Command S. And of course, if you want to export any of your work, One thing you could do is press the play button, press record, and make a movie file, MP4. I've already exported that, or you could do file export selected and just export as a PNG. Let's hop on over to Behance. So I've already uploaded my work. Let's see at the bottom here, we've got the prototype, and make sure, of course, we want to go into our settings panel, into discoverability, and make sure that we've got that XD Daily Challenge keyword. Otherwise, I won't be able to find you guys' work and give you feedback or potentially feature you on the show if you'd like. So, all right, that looks good. And now I have a bit of time to look at you guys' work. Awesome. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Anyone want me to review their work that you have uploaded on Behance? Trying to read kind of quickly. Okay. So all I did was search XD Daily Challenge, and then I go into the projects, and then I always search by most recent. So let's go back a bit. I think I looked at this one yesterday. Okay, let's look at this one. This was the pet adoption app. Oh, furry friends, so cute. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Okay, showing the colors. Nice little mini design system there. Let's see if, oh, got a prototype. Awesome. Let's make this full screen. Ooh, little splash screen, loading animation there. Very nice. And Roy, that's a cute cat. So we've got the animation, the drag animation, and let's see if maybe we can click into any of these. Got the drop down, very nice. There we go, awesome. So multiple interactions there. This one looks awesome. So cute, got a description. I love your layout on this one, by the way, also with the photos on the left. Great job. Let's see who this was. By Dean. Good job, Dean, if you're watching. Let's do one of the scooter ones. So this one was by Jofi Ann, and the scooter one was from yesterday. Scooty, very appropriate. And you chose to do a smartwatch app as well. This looks great. And actually, I was going to mention yesterday, black is a very good color actually to choose for smartwatches. So you can save battery, because the white, I used white, but the white sometimes will take up the battery a lot. But no prototype on this one, but your layouts look great. We've got the payment. We've got, it looks like you've got a loading animation for the pay button. So nice job on that. Looks great. So then Scooty's ready to use. All right, let's do another scooter one. All right, this one, oh, I think I looked at one of yours the other day. Sue Luen. Oh, let me go to the beginning. Oh, I can't. Shoot. Okay. So this is the scooter rental app. Love your mock-up here. We've got, looks like a reserve sliding button, and we've got the map over here. Some button states. Awesome! I love to see this. This looks so good. Reserve the scooter. Reservation is processing. Almost finished and unlocked. Great job. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining. That is about all the time that we have left for today. I'll be here again tomorrow at 11:30 Pacific time. And up next, we've got Alexis Bustos, and she will be joined by Howard Pinsky. So stay tuned for that in about 5 minutes. Have a great one. Bye, guys.